No time to pat ourselves on. 2/3 of the surface of the Earth we never see. It's covered by water. Drain the oceans and you'd see mountain ranges, canyons, plains, even volcanoes. You can't drain the oceans, but you can become a scuba diver and find out what you're missing. Why was scuba diving invented?
Well, Miss Winkle, everybody knows that high diving boards can be really, really high. At such high altitudes, there's not even enough oxygen for breathing. Scuba gear was invented so that people can breathe while swan diving off high diving boards.
That's exactly right, Polly. And with all that heavy scuba gear on, high divers make quite a splash when they hit the water. That Polly, ooh, if she gets her way, people will be diving off high diving boards wearing flippers, goggles, and air tanks. We can't let that happen. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Oh, Dropley, you're such a drip. You won't spoil my fun. I got Flip, the high-diving robot, doing my bidding. If you ever want to see Flip again, you'll have to find these 4 clues first. Water skis, a drinking straw, a camera, and an octopus.
Oh, no. Polly's programmed Flip to do backflips for her. We have to find those 4 clues before Flip belly flops. We must succeed or history will do a cosmic somersault. Hey, I'll need some silence while I try to sense this area out. No doubt about it, there's a clue in the observatory. Here we go again. Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space. Man your battle stations.
So you and your friend really like the thrill of venturing to the brink of nothingness.
When will she stop? Why, if I was her father... Just click on the telescope and I'll help you save the world. So there's Polly's transmission and our hint. You better act fast before it's sucked into the black hole. Polly's hints are 6 radio packets big. It looks like a shower of comets is approaching. So what? Another asteroid bites the dust. Freight! You got enough freight! You got enough freight! You got enough freight! You got enough... Another asteroid. All right! You got all the radio packets. Now we can decode Polly's hint. Back. I can't make Heidner. It seems the sentence is assembled correctly, but the... Oh, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix the sentence. See, the sentence is basically okay. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Not done yet. There's more to figure out. See, the sentence is basically okay. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! I see what's happening. We have too many... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great! It seems the sentence is assembled. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. See, the sentence is basically okay, but there are more words than... Decoding operation is completed. You broke the code.
We are brothers, and we look alike. The name of our constellation means twins. My name is Castor, and my brother's name is Pollux. In ancient times, we rescued Greek and Roman sailors from shipwrecks. We led Greek and Roman soldiers in battle. In ancient times, the Greeks and Romans prayed to our twin stars.
Way to go! Click on any of the Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. We made it! Hey, that was great. We need to check out another floor. Quiet now. I'm going to sense out this area. Great. I've got a strong reading in the professor's bias. My sensors tell me that Paul... Okay. Now we can navigate the Explorer around the biosphere by watching it on this monitor. Click on the monitor for a closer look. Ooh,
You need to be wise to answer this one. Which bird nests underground? A sparrow, a vulture, a burrowing owl. I knew you'd get that one. This question will quickly cut you down to size, Motley. Which plant easily grows back after a fire? A banana palm, an oak tree, or grass? Nice guess, but wrong. I hope you appreciate how much effort is going into asking you these difficult questions. Which animal lives underground? A flying fish, a golden eagle, a ground squirrel? That was way too easy. Stop hounding me, Potley. Here's another question. Which animal is a relative of mice and rats? A tsetse fly, a prairie dog, or a bison? I knew you'd get that one. You can butter me up all you want, but you still have to answer my questions to get out of here. Which colorful animal displays the dull underside of its wings when it lands? A butterfly, a sparrow, a bat? Just a lucky guess. I doubt you can answer this one. What's a period of little or no rain called? A monsoon, a dust bowl, a drought? Big deal, you got one right.
Hey, nice landing. Click on... Nope, there's nothing. was some smooth landing. Now we can open that box by clicking on the key on the... That was nice work. Store the... I think we should go to another floor. Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the music hall. There's also a mission clue in the painting gallery. Back in the painting gallery. Don't ask me what it means. We'll just have to illustrate Polly's story just to Yes! What an artist! Let's add the clue to the inventory. Bingo! Well, the door's locked again, and there's a new password. I hate to bother him, but... Hey! Beethoven!
No need to shout, Bartley. I'm here and ready to help, if you need it. Dollar.
Terrific!
Nickel.
Great!
Penny.
Hey!
Dime.
You figured...
Yes, the password is money.
We're in! Follow... I hate to start this off on a sour note, but... Polly!
Very funny, Nutley. Now, if you want a mission clue, you'll have to play me this song. And I want it played perfectly, with feeling. Click.
The music is all mixed up.
Nope, that wasn't right. Try again. Whoa, I think you blew out my ears. The maestro would be glad to play the piece correctly if you just click on him.
Close your eyes when you hear this song, and it will magically transport you to an animal fair. At least, that's what it does for me.
Beautiful work. Now put the mission clue in. We've got everything we need to complete this mission. We should go to the top. We've got every... Applause! Applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
Welcome to a special edition of Hollywood Squares. What's so special about it? Well, in addition to sending you back in time to rescue Flip, the high-diving robot, we're also giving away a new car. Just kidding. Your first clue is a pair of water skis. The skis will help explain what your mission is all about. Water skiing was invented by an avid skier who hated to give it up in summer, just because the snow had melted. What kind of boat pulls a person wearing water skis? Correctamundo! Motorboats have the power to pull water skiers across the surface of the water. Most motorboats run on gasoline. What kind of boats travel on nuclear power? You bet! Nuclear subs are so powerful they can travel all around the world without surfacing. Submarines are sometimes used for undersea exploration. What else is used for deep sea exploration? Scuba Dooba! You are correct. Scuba stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. It's the subject of your mission.
Cool. We get to travel back to the invention of scuba gear. Better pack a bathing suit.
Your second clue is a camera. In a flash, it will show you who invented scuba gear. Getting your picture taken by the first cameras was a slow process. You had to sit motionless for up to 10 minutes with your head in a clamp so your picture wouldn't blur. Cameras work by allowing light to strike the film. Which part of the camera opens to let the light in? Smile! You got that right! When you take a picture, the shutter opens to let in the light. Which part of your body is most like a camera shutter? Aye, aye, matey! Like a camera shutter, your eyelids open when you want to see something and close when you don't. Eyelids also help to protect your eyes. Which explorer wore goggles to protect his eyes? I'm impressed! Jacques Cousteau is an undersea explorer. He needed goggles to protect his eyes from the seawater. Cousteau loved undersea exploration so much, he invented scuba gear to make it easier to do.
Whoa, I hope Jacques Cousteau doesn't flip his lid when he meets up with Polly's robot Flip. But now at least we know who in history we have to find.
Your third clue is an octopus. The octopus will show you when your mission takes place. The blue-ringed octopus puts poison in her own eggs to keep predators from eating them. The blue-ringed octopus is native to Australia. What other animal lives only in Australia? Nope, try it. Jump up and shout. That's right. Kangaroos are one of the famous pouched animals that live in Australia. Kangaroos jump because they don't know how to run. Which of the following could help you jump as far as a kangaroo? Fabulous! Trampolines are springboards used for jumping and for doing acrobatics. The trampoline was invented over 5 decades ago. What's the earliest year you could have used a trampoline? No. Jump again. Could you be any smarter? Good work. In 1946, the trampoline was celebrating its 10th birthday. 1946 was also a good year for underwater divers. That was the year Jacques Cousteau invented the scuba.
All right, we're doing great. All we need now is where scuba was invented. And that's where we'll find Flip.
Your fourth clue is a drinking straw. The drinking straw will show you where scuba gear was invented. If you hold a glass to take a drink, your hand warms it up. The drinking straw lets you drink without picking up the glass. And that keeps your drink nice and cold. A drinking straw is most similar to which of the following? Excellent! You take in liquids through a straw, and you take in air through a snorkel. Snorkels are tubes that you breathe through when you swim on the surface of the water. The first snorkels were hoses that supplied air to German submarines. What were German submarines called? You got that right! The U of U-boats stands for underwater. The Germans used U-boats 50 years ago during World War II. Which country is closest to Germany on the map? Yahweh! Germany and France are both countries on the continent of Europe. It was in beautiful France that Jacques Cousteau invented the scuba gear.
Well, that's it. We know that Jacques Cousteau invented...
Hey, I could get used to this. Click on me to get us started.
Bon voyage! We're off to France to watch Jacques Cousteau invent scuba gear. Don't forget your suntan lotion.
Has Polly gone off the deep end? She's programmed Flip to trick Jacques Cousteau into jumping off a high diving board. Oh my, quel dommage. As if we needed proof that scuba gear isn't tested for 10 meters above sea level. Hit the recall button and let's see if we can reverse the situation.
Oh, much better. Au revoir, Jacques. Now back to the future.
Whoa, that was some landing.
Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection.
Well, Notley, you're turning out to be a formidable opponent. Still, I'm not worried. Here's a whole other set of questions. You may start squirming now.
Okay, pick up the quiz. No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission. Come on, how can we think of... We need more energy. Put the correct batteries in place. One ring down, one more to go. Wow, that was fast! Now hold on tight! I really would rather start a mission than play around. Those robots are depending on us. No time to... Call it a chopper, an egg beater, or a whirlybird. Just don't call it late for dinner. Seriously, this aircraft is a good example of an invention that came way before its time. The idea for the helicopter was thought up long before it was built. A helicopter is an aircraft that's lifted into the sky by one or two powerful whirling rotors. Why didn't the person who first invented the helicopter build one?
Well, you see, Miss Winkle, it happened like this. The inventor of the helicopter was eating a delicious spaghetti dinner when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone came in and spilled sauce all over his designs. I think it was a rival inventor.
Oh, Polly, you are so right. It was a case of industrial sabotage. Spilled spaghetti sauce kept the first helicopter from being built. Spaghetti sauce? Preposterous. There must be some other reason why the person who invented the helicopter didn't build one. We better find out. Aviation history depends on us. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Amelia Airbot, the famous flying robot, has disappeared. Send out a search party. And while you're at it, search out these 4 clues. A bee, a pair of sneakers, a car, and a construction crane.
Amelia Airbot disappeared. There's no mystery in that. Polly has reprogrammed her and sent her back in time to the invention of the helicopter. Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the kitchen. Well, the door's locked again. Time to figure out the combinations to those locks.
Oh, please hurry. I'm faint with hunger. You added the numbers correctly, but the result is too big to fit on one tile. So we need to carry the extra amount to the next column. Okay, now the extra amount in the ones place has been...
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again. Chow time and more.
I hate to be rude, but I didn't ask for any of that. You'll have to start over. Thank you so much. I couldn't eat another bite.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Another fine meal, and another tip well deserved. Yes, I only wish it could be more.
Stow that clue in your inventory. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Here we are in the painting gallery. Any sign of Polly?
I know art, and I know what I like. So you better paint exactly what I tell you to paint if you want to earn some extra invention points. You think you can manage this? The horrifying bat! I've been to a haunted house before. The really creepy thing was that I couldn't get out because there were bats hanging in all the doorways.
Click on an empty... Nice going. Okay. All sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. You must like art. Remember, click on the machine to look through the virtual collection, or click on the painting gallery to create your own masterpiece.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it.
Well, Bootley, maybe you're smarter than you look. I have hidden one of the mission clues inside Daddy's virtual collection. What you have to do is figure out which of his great works of art I hid it in.
Give us a hint, Polly.
Quick, Snotley, what U.S. state is famous for its peaches?
Peaches from Georgia are famous all around the world, and Georgia happens to be the first name of an artist whose portrait I love. Let's go.
See that drum on the right side of the machine? That displays tiny pictures of all the works in the collection. If you click on any of the pictures, Mrs. Beasley will tell you a little bit about it and help you decide if it's the work you want to see. If the work you want isn't on the display, pull this lever to check out a different category. Mrs. Beasley, can you remind my friend about which of the professor's works of art we're looking for?
You're looking for a portrait of an artist named Georgia. This squares, rectangles, and circles. The French painter Cézanne loved shape. This is a still life of a plate of fish. This is a Dutch still life. 300 years ago, the painters in Holland perfected the art of realistically painting flowers. This mosaic of Alexander the Great was made by gluing pieces of tile onto the floor.
Check out the virtual collection. I sense there's a mission clue there.
Good work, Snotley. Now you just have to figure out which of Daddy's great works I hid the mission clue in.
We need a clue.
I'll give you a hint, but first, I want to hear you beg.
Don't bother begging, Botley. I know what she's talking about. I have a painting that tells the story of Saint Martin and the beggar.
Polly hid the mission clue in a painting, so we have to display the right work of art. Can you give us a clue?
You're looking for a painting that tells the story of Saint Martin and the beggar.
Now choose the correct...
This beautiful work showing musicians was painted with This is one of the earliest paintings ever found. It was drawn on a cave thousands. This picture. When El Greco painted St. Martin and the Beggar 400 years ago, no one had ever seen such a strange style of painting. El Greco wanted to tell the story of how St. Martin cut his cloak in two in order to give half to a poor beggar. Notice the stormy sky, the dark grays and blues. Look at the twisted and distorted body of the beggar. El Greco used this style to show the gruesome misery of the beggar's life.
Hey, that was a lucky guess. And according to Polly's Book of Rules, which was written by yours truly, lucky guesses don't count. So there. Nope. You'll have to work a lot harder than that to win. Uh-oh. It's a puzzle Polly thinks only she's smart enough to finish. But I think you can do it too. You just have to line up the tiles so that all their sides match. Click on any puzzle piece to lift it off the display. Then click on any other piece and they'll change places. All the pieces aren't right side up though, so sometimes you'll have to rotate them. You can do that by hitting the rotate button right there at the bottom of the display. While you're playing, Mrs. Beasley will tell you stuff about what you're looking at. She knows everything there is to know about the works of art Polly used to create this puzzle. For this puzzle, you'll need to create compound words. A compound word is one word made by joining together two other words. Fantastic! This floor's empty. Let's quiet now. I'm going to sense out this area. Great! I've got a strong reading in the professor's bias. My sense... Ooh. I'll mow you down with this one. What is the largest food crop in the world? Corn, wheat, or barley? Sorry, but that's wrong. What's the matter, Motley? You getting rusty? Which animal is dusty to the touch? A rattlesnake, a termite, a moth? Just a lucky guess. This question is mighty hard. Which insect queen lives to be 50 years old and lays an egg every 2 seconds? A bee, a termite, or a cobra? Sorry, but that's wrong. This question was millions of years in the making. What do you call a rock that holds an image of prehistoric bird feathers? A replica, a fossil, a dinosaur? Wait till next time. Wow.
Professor's gonna be bummed when he sees that explorer. But we can't worry about that now. We need to go back to the launch pad and try again. That's okay. This is tough stuff. Beneath.
Rotley, you're such a lightweight. But see if you can answer this. Which animal needs hollow bones in order to move about? An elephant, a spider, a bird? Everyone knows that. Do you have any brains stored in that fat head of yours, Rotley? What tree stores water in its fat trunk? The bamboo tree, the palm tree, the baobab tree? That was way too easy. Would anyone care for an easy question? Oh, too bad. It seems I've run out. Which animal is preyed upon by birds? The gazelle, the eagle, the grasshopper? Yeah, so you got it right. Don't jump to conclusions on this question. Which animal is moist, slimy, and jumps? A toad, a frog, or a grasshopper? I knew you'd get that one. Don't let this one blow you away. Which tree is shaped like an umbrella because of strong winds and nibbling giraffes? A cactus, a palm tree, an acacia tree? Just a lucky guess.
That was some smooth landing. Now we can open that box by clicking on the key on the console. All right. Great. I've got a strong reading in the shrinking. Now we're back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
Yeah. So I hid a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Which specimen is the hardest thing known to humans? Don't say Egbert's head. That's made from tinfoil.
I'll have you know that I'm made from the highest grade aluminum alloy.
Choose. Do you think that?
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Later! Oh, my head!
go! You freed the clue that Polly hid. Now put it into your inventory so we can get back to saving life as we know it. We should go to the time machine. We made it! Ready for another spin of the wheel? Just click on the on button.
Hey out there in PC land! It's time for everyone's favorite game show starring your host with the most, Monty Monitor. Answer everything correctly and you can save poor Amelia Airbot from the clutches of time. Your first clue is a bee. The bee will lead you to what your mission is all about, provided you don't get stung. In 1957, killer bees escaped from a laboratory in Brazil. Their numbers soon multiplied, and killer bees began to swarm north towards the United States. But don't worry, the bees are now under control. Some bees might be scary, but without them, there wouldn't be any honey. What do bees collect to make honey? How sweet! And it's not only bees who like to drink nectar from flowers. Which of these animals also drinks nectar from flowers? Right! The hummingbird hovers near flowers to drink nectar. And its wings beat so fast that when it flies, you can actually hear it humming. That's how the hummingbird got its name. The hummingbird is the only bird that can fly backwards. What else can fly backwards? Just like a hummingbird, a helicopter can fly upward, downward, sideways, and backward.
You did it! We'll be going back in time to the invention of the helicopter. And now we're one step closer to finding Amelia Airbot.
Your second clue is a pair of sneakers. It will help you sneak up to where in history the helicopter was invented. Sneakers are so quiet you can sneak around in them. That's why they're called sneakers. The Mayan Indians invented an early version of sneakers. They coated their feet in layers of sap from tree bark. The sap hardened and protected their feet. The sap used by the Mayans to create their version of sneakers was brought to England 200 years ago. What was this sap eventually called? Good going! Ha ha! The sap from this tree was used to rub out pencil marks, so the English dubbed it rubber. The soles of today's sneakers are made from rubber. That's what makes them comfortable, sturdy, and quiet. Rubber is used to make what other kind of footwear? Rubber boots are great to use in snow and rain because they are waterproof. Not all boots are made from rubber, of course. What makes a boot is its shape. A boot is any shoe that covers the ankle as well as the foot. What country is famous for being shaped like a boot? Congratulations! Italy is one of the easiest countries in the world to remember because it's shaped just like a boot. Italy's boot extends into the Mediterranean Sea from southern Europe.
Presto! Polly sent Amelia Airbot to Italy.
Your third clue is a new car. Hop in. The car will take you to when in history you need to go. Some people think cars are a modern invention, but people were making cars over 500 years ago. These early experimental cars were propelled by springs like a clock. Some were even powered by the wind. It takes about 14,000 parts to make a modern car. What metal are many of those parts made from? Yes! Ho-ho! Many of the 14,000 car parts are made from steel because steel is a strong metal that's fairly light. That's why steel is also used for making very tall buildings. Without a strong and light metal such as steel, we could never build very tall buildings. What are very tall buildings called? Skyscrapers scrape the sky. Before the invention of steel, it was almost impossible to build skyscrapers. In ancient China, for example, there were only a few tall buildings, and Chinese people loved to parachute off of them. The parachute was invented in China in 1100. Around 383 years later, it was reinvented in Italy. Around what year was the parachute reinvented? Yes, around 1483, a famous Italian scientist designed a parachute, never realizing that the Chinese had invented one hundreds of years earlier. 1483 was also the year when the helicopter was invented.
Wow, the helicopter was invented in 1483? I didn't know that. Well, we have to go back to 1483 to find poor Amelia Airbot.
The fourth clue is a construction crane. It will tell you who in history invented the helicopter. The construction crane was first invented 500 years ago by the same Italian man who invented the parachute and the helicopter. A person who had the knowledge to invent a parachute, a helicopter, and a construction crane could best be described as what? Nope. Architects design buildings. Good thinking! Ha ha! Scientists observe the physical world as carefully as possible. They describe what they see because they want to figure out what's true and what's not true about the world. Which of the following people also spend their lives describing the world as they observe it? That's right! Artists, like scientists, try their hardest to describe what they see as accurately as possible. Throughout history, many scientists were also artists. They were close observers of the world around them. Which Italian inventor was so devoted to describing the world as he saw it that he is now famous as an artist and a scientist? Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian inventor, painter, sculptor, architect, musician, and scientist. He invented a helicopter so he could fly like a bird. Since an engine large enough to power it had not yet been invented, he never bothered to build it.
Huh. So Polly sent Amelia Airbot back to bother Leonardo da Vinci. He invented the helicopter in Italy way back in 1483. That's amazing. Fasten your seatbelt and click on me when you're ready to go. Rotors, check. Engine, check. Radar, check. All set to watch the Italian scientist and artist Leonardo da Vinci invent the helicopter. Great! We found Amelia Airbot. But mamma mia! She's about to spill spaghetti sauce on Leonardo's designs. What a disaster! What a night marinara! Hit the recall button pronto, and let's see if we can turn back the clock. All right, if only cleaning the kitchen were so easy. Now hold on while I steer this contraption back. Phew, we made it back. Always a good sign. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams? Well, good for you, Snotley. You rescued another one of your little friends. How sweet. But there are more where that one came from. I just hope you can rescue them in time. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. There's plenty of cool we can't dilly-dally.
There's plenty of cool things to do on this floor, but I can't enjoy myself where there are robots lost in time. Click on the inventory to start a mission.